Louis Gonick vanished on April 16, 2017 after he was dropped off by taxi at 7:32 p.m. at Stanley Park. He was reported missing the next day on April 17, 2017 by friends from the university. A number of friends and witnesses were interviewed as part of the investigation into his disappearance. Investigators have also checked Louis's bank records and social media accounts, but they have remained untouched. Louis's last post to social media is as follows: "Hey friends, the AMS is holding a referendum on boycotting and cutting ties with Israel. This measure would only cause further division, foster anti-Semitism on campus, and do absolutely nothing to alleviate the conflict in the region. I'd like to voice my support to vote no, UBC." As said by Justin Trudeau, the BDS movement, like Israel Apartheid Week, has no place on Canadian campuses. "We must reject this boycott. I stand with Israel." He goes on to post a link where students can cast their votes. The comments below his posts were varied. One comment went on as follows: "What's the solution that can be offered as an alternative when we keep seeing little to nothing being done year after year? To ask people to vote implies you have a better solution. What is it?" To which Louis replies, "It's a very difficult situation. If I knew exactly how to solve this, I wouldn't be here at UBC, and instead I'd be at Stockholm receiving my Nobel Peace Prize. Haha. What I can say though is that as long as the other side wishes to eliminate Israel from the map, undermine all the progress that has turned Israel into the most LGBT-friendly community and country in the Middle East, and persecute Jews and Israelis worldwide, Israel will never back down. I truly wish for peace, but this boycott will just create further friction and advance hateful discourse. It's not a solution, and it only makes everything worse." Louis's last social media posts may or may not have a bearing on his case. However, I felt strongly about including them in this video. He was also a junior research fellow at NATO Association of Canada. His profile information goes on to say, "Louis Gonick is currently an international relations student at the University of British Columbia. He was raised in Quito, Ecuador, in a bilingual household, and upon completing his high school education, he accepted a scholarship to study in Vancouver, Canada. As a dual citizen of Ecuador and the United States, Louis is passionate about global politics, international business, and international cooperation in the Americas and beyond. At UBC, his academic interests include international macroeconomics, the American political system, and geopolitics of the Western Hemisphere. He also enjoys traveling, photography, cooking, and reading a variety of fiction and nonfiction. He penned a few articles for the NATO Association of Canada. Louis was also a former intern at Bill Bryant for Governor. Bill Bryant is an American businessman and politician from the state of Washington. Louis started his studies at UBC in September of 2014. His Facebook page shows that he left the university in 2018. On April 24th, RCMP learned that Louis took a taxi to Stanley Park on April 16th, asking to be dropped off at a pullout along the road. Authorities released a photo of him in the cab in hopes that people can help them piece together his movements before he went to the park. In the days following his disappearance, police said that there was no indication of foul play. Police have also said that it is possible that he could have disappeared on his own accord. Louis was an active member of the UBC Ecuadorian Students Association, and the group initiated a search party to look for him through Stanley Park and also held a rally outside the Vancouver Art Gallery in a show of support. The RCMP had also conducted a search of the park and the water and surrounding area. However, nothing was ever found during the land search or near the Lions Gate Bridge. No one saw anyone go over the bridge. The search included assistance from the RCMP's West Coast Marine Unit, the Vancouver Police, Transit Police, Vancouver Port Authority, and the City of Vancouver Park Rangers. Louis Judah Gonick has been missing since April 16, 2017. He is 5 feet, 9 inches tall and weighs 161 pounds, with brown, short wavy hair and brown eyes. He has a medium build and a light complexion. He was 21 years old at the time of his disappearance. He was wearing a dark blue jacket, blue jeans, a gray scarf, and a dark blue button-up shirt. He was last seen April 16, 2017 at 7:32 p.m. being dropped off at Stanley Park by a cab driver. Before that, he was picked up by the same cab driver at the University of UBC at his dorm residence. There's been no update in Louis's case. As far as I can find, he is still missing. If you have any information as to Louis's whereabouts, please contact the UBC RCMP at 604-222-1322. File number 2017-1131, or contact Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477 if you wish to remain anonymous.
Good afternoon. We begin with breaking news and an update on the search for a missing UBC student. The family of Louis Gonick are hoping new information will lead to a break in the case. The international student has been missing since April 16th. CTV's Maria Weisgarber joins us live from UBC. Maria, do investigators have any idea what happened?
Mi-Jung, they say this disappearance is out of character and there was nothing to indicate Gonick was going to go missing. They have now learned more about what the 21-year-old was doing on the day he was last seen. Police have released an image of Gonick in a cab on the evening of April 16th. They say he was dropped off at a pullout along the Stanley Park Causeway just after 7:30. There have been extensive searches of the park and surrounding waters, but so far there has been no sign of Gonick. The international student from Ecuador came to BC on a scholarship 3 years ago. Friends describe him as outgoing and funny, and they are baffled by his disappearance. Gonick's mother and other relatives have now come to Vancouver and are pleading for anyone with information to speak to police.
Life has no meaning without you in it, and we are all counting the seconds to see your smile again. You are the most loyal of friends and the best son a mother could imagine. From the bottom of our hearts, we love you, and we are waiting for you with our arms wide open. Please come back.
Police say there has been no evidence of foul play in the case. They also say there has been no activity on Gonick's social media accounts, phone or bank account. They are hoping there may be someone out there who can help provide his family with some answers. Mi-Jung?
Maria Weisgarber reporting live from UBC.